Hey guys, it's Bailey and welcome back to my doll collecting channel. Today I am going to be talking about how I got back into collecting as an adult, and I will be showing the dolls that got me back into collecting. When I turned 18, I stopped collecting dolls and I essentially sold all of my dolls that I thought were valuable, which is very interesting because I had American Girl dolls and I never thought to sell those, and I don't think I would have wanted to, but my mom ended up donating them. It's fine. But so I sold my Pullip dolls first, and I had a Dal, I had two Taeyangs, and I ended up selling them. I got into BJD, I sold them for like BJD funds. And then as I was turning 18, I had a lot of, car type of things. I had to get a new car and all that good money stuff. And I ended up selling all of my BJDs, and um, I still really miss a lot of them and wish that I did not sell them. However, there was like a 2 year period where I did not collect dolls. I collected tattoos instead, I guess, if I, look back on it like that, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time. However, so that was in 2016 where I stopped collecting my dolls. And then in 2018, I bought, I, I want to say before that I bought a BJD to fill my character Poppy, and it just didn't work out. I really didn't like the sculpt at all. Sold that, and then I was still like, I don't know how to get back into dolls. But I saw my Pullip Hello Kitty. I just switched them all around and redressed them for this video so I can show you them. But my Pullip Hello Kitty, I got her for somewhere between $70 to $90 with all of her like clothes and whatnot. She came with her wig and all this stuff, and I've customized all of my dolls. I wanted to get them as in stock, like what they came with as possible, and then once I got them, I customized them. And I will show you each one individually. This is my way of showing my pull-ups because they are the ones that got me back into collecting. Um, and I'll show them in order, but I got my pull-ups, and then some were in the middle of like getting them, and towards the end, I got Alessio right here, this little guy. And after I got him, I still got a few more pull-ups, but once I got Tansy, my little girl right here, I stopped buying pull-ups and I sold two of them. I would get more pull-ups if I found one in the wild for like a price that I would be willing to pay. But other than that, I don't think that I would want to get any more pull-ups because I basically have a lot of the ones that I really wanted as a kid, and all of the ones that I have, I really, really love. And I don't know if there's another pull up like that out there. I know there's a few. There's a few that I would like a. I don't know if I'm saying any of these right because I, learned about them when I was a kid. But I would really like a Taeyang one day. That's the boy in the pull up universe. He's her boyfriend, I guess, but all of my pull up dolls are not into boys. um, and I would really like a Fanatica, maybe one day, but I have my Rita right here, Rita, whatever. I really like her. So let me get into each of my pull-ups and show you them individually. I haven't tried to recall their names in a while, but I do know her name, so we're good on that part. This is Pullip Hello Kitty, and her name is Scout. I've always wanted to name a doll Scout. I always thought it was a cool name when I was a kid. And I really love her. I think that she's super cute. She's wearing a Papin necklace, this Barbie dress that I had as a kid for my dowel that I had on a 25 centimeter Obitsu. This is a 27 centimeter Obitsu, and all of my dolls are Obitsu'd, is what we used to call it back in the day. There used to be a really crazy, fun, you know, a lot of people had pull-ups, like a really big community is what I'm trying to say. And I kind of miss that. However, this is one of my absolute favorite dolls. She's wearing some shoes from the dollar store. I couldn't find any that I liked for this outfit. And of course, she has a bag that says Hello Kitty. It's a Barbie bag. A lot of these things for my dolls are Barbie, just because they fit and it's fun to collect, or it was. I don't really buy too much Barbie stuff anymore, but I definitely do still go through the aisles and like look at the Barbie clothes for my pull-ups. Something about pull-ups, for those who are new to them, is that they have an eye mechanism, and all of my pull-ups are old. My pull-up Celi over here, which I will get to, she has an eye mechanism that is different from all of my other pull-ups and more similar to how they're currently made. My pull-ups here, the wig is over their eye mechanism, so if she doesn't fully unblink, that's okay, I'll fix it. However, they can blink, but since my dolls are old, they can't hold their blink at all, and they can move their eyes. There's a little lever towards the back of their head. She wants to be stubborn, obviously, on camera. Hello, do your eyes move? Oh, I'm not pressing the right place. Okay, anyways, so we have Scout here, and she is really cute. Something fun about pull-ups, and very similar to how American Girl used to be, is that they would come with these little cards. I don't know if they still do, and if they don't, it's fine, I guess, but these were my favorite as a kid, and it just shows like what the doll was supposed to look like. I have one for my Papin, but I don't know where it is, but all of the other ones that I have, I will show you guys. But this is my Haut New York, and she was released in 2007, and she is number 362 out of 504. I don't know why there was four, but whatever. So this is her, and she is one of my absolute favorite dolls. I love her green hair. The doll herself, as you saw on the card, came with green hair. But the thing with pull-ups is that a lot of the older pull-ups have really bad bodies, in my opinion. Like, there's nothing wrong with them because they come with stands and they're supposed to be just display fashion dolls, but I like them to do, like, I don't know, fun stuff. And so I have Obitsus for all of my dolls, and it helps them pose and squeak, and it's just fun. But I got a green wig from Leaky World, and she is very cute. I didn't dress very many of my AGs for Pride, but here I am dressing my pull-ups, I guess. And then she's wearing Papin shoes. I love Papin. I'll show you her in a minute, but she was one of my absolute favorites, and I had really liked Haut LA. I'll show you her in a little bit, I guess. But I really liked Haut LA, and when I found Papin, I found her and Haut New York new in box for $150 total. And maybe it sounds like a lot, but for retired dolls over 10 years and sought after, I scooped them up as fast as possible. And they were my next dolls in my pull-up collection. I'm trying to go a little bit in order. So I'm going to talk about Papin next, obviously. But here we go, and her name is Rogue. Here is my pull-up Papin, and she is very cute. I guess I say that about all my dolls. It's like one of my, I don't know, I call everything very cute, and I wish I didn't, but here we are. Here we are. Anyways, so we have Miss Papin, and her name is Jeannie in my collection. I absolutely love her. I got this outfit at a flea market. I have this dollar store purse on her, some Barbie shoes, and the shoes kind of match her earring. She and Prunella in my collection are the only ones that have earrings, but it's only in one ear. And some of the pull-ups did come with earrings, but it was kind of like hit or miss because a lot of them didn't. And something also about pull-ups and specifically the earlier pull-ups. My pull-up Celi is a very interesting one to have in my collection, and she came out in 2008. Papin came out in 2006, and essentially all pull-ups nowadays come with hard chip eyes like Celi, but these ones and the rest of my dolls have like a gummy or like a silicone-ish eye. I've removed one before because I had a doll that I customized as a kid, but the eye chips are all original in my dolls. However, I just feel like one day they're gonna deteriorate and it freaks me out. But hopefully not. She's absolutely beautiful. I really love her. Her name's Jeannie. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I'm very happy to have a Papin in my collection. A lot of my dolls that I have now are dolls that I saw people taking pictures of on Flickr, and I feel like as a kid, I just picked like the cheapest doll that I could get. And when I did get into pull ups, like I feel like all of them sold out, and then I had to pick from other things. I don't know. I also would pick things based on like what accessories they came with. I was a kid. But I wish that I collected like the pull ups that I wanted, but here I am. This is my Hout LA, and her little card is like a driver's license. It is so cute. California. It says, fighting traffic in LA is tough, but energized from my latte, I am ready to window shop all day and night. Feel like so. Pullip, that just reminded me, Pullip used to have like little descriptions for their dolls, and then it would say, feel like so. And like, I think it's just like a translation thing, but it was iconic. So I read that and it brought back a lot of memories from reading all of the little descriptions on the website forever. I did it forever. So she came out in 2007 as well, and she is 84 out of 504. 504, just like the New York one that I just showed you with the green hair. Her name is named after like a dressmaker for Lolita Fashion. It's like a small brand, and her name is Hanuli. I just thought that it was beautiful and wanted to name a doll that. So here she is. She's wearing a Barbie outfit, and she has on some cool sneakers. But I really love her, and I obsessed over this doll forever as a kid. And the person that would take the pictures of this doll specifically that I loved had her in a half blonde, half blue wig, and it would like go so well with her eyes. And when I got her, I really wanted to make her that doll, but I stopped myself and told myself that, maybe copying's not always the best, and I got this wig instead, and I really love it. She looks like a little beach girl and like she's from LA for real. I'm like knocking everything over on my shelves when I get them out, but I'm not gonna pick it up. I'll pick it up once I finally display them all again after showing them all to you guys. So this is my Pullip Uncan Ricky, and she is wearing a doll, or she is wearing a wig from For My Doll. And I styled this outfit piece that Angie gave me. She gave me like a whole outfit, but I just wanted to style this in like a different way. And she looks like she's either going to the Renaissance fair or just really fashionable. Her name is Indy, short for Indigo. She's my blue girl. I used to have them all have like a color, but I kind of abandoned that after a while. And I'm actually going to a museum to take doll photos with my friend Melanie. So I think I'm actually going to take her just because Melanie likes different dolls, and not that there's anything wrong with like liking the dolls that you like and having a friend that likes the dolls they like me and my friend Katie are like that. And the only intersection that we have is American Girl. But like I have this intersection, I guess, with her because she has pull-up dolls. Not that she takes them out or anything, but I used to travel with my pull-up dolls all the time, and I kind of miss it. I used to just take them to like Panera with my grandma when I was a kid. Anyways, so we have Indy right here, and she is just super stylish. And I don't know why I really got her. I guess I just liked Uncan Ricky. She was probably just there at the right time. Um, all of the dolls from like 2005, I want to say 4, but I'll just say 5 to 2009. I loved them. But I didn't like any of the ones from 2009 enough to like add them to my collection. But she was released in 2007. I love her. She is really cool. I hope I'm right about the year, but this is her. And here she is. This is my Pullips Celi. Some of their wigs get a little frazzled. She is wearing a shirt from Papin's meat outfit. It is literally just the like cutest meat outfit ever. Um, a meat outfit. Here I am talking in American Girl terms. That's okay. So here we go. We have my pull-up Celi. I don't know why I'm being so awkward, but it's okay. I guess I'm just not used to really talking about my pull-up dolls, but that's fine. I think they're really cool, and my friend Nadia, my bestie, she really wants to maybe get a pull-up doll. No pressure. But this is kind of like, inspired by that and wanting to show them off for you guys and her. And so here she is. She has hard chips in these came with her. I try to keep them all stock except for there were wigs, and then the thing that I was telling you about was they can all close their eyes, but there's like levers, and she is the only one in my collection that can close her eyes. And then also you can get them to turn their eyes. Turn it back. But she is very cool, very cute. She looks good in absolutely everything. She is one of my absolute favorite dolls. I would photograph her a lot. I actually have a picture of her that I took in my tiny house, and I still think that it's one of my best doll photos that I've ever taken. Maybe I'll put it into this video. But here she is. Oh, her name is Remy. Okay. I haven't recalled a lot of their names in a while, and I was like, oh shoot. But her name is Remy, just like Ratatouille. This is my Pullip Rita, or Rita. It's spelled like with capitals and lowercases all throughout it. And this was 2006. Like, I don't know. So I think it's Rida, if I'm gonna be honest. She was like a little motorcycle girly. But she is very hot, very cute. I absolutely love this doll. Her hat is from Houch, New York, and then I put some extra pins on it, which makes it super heavy. And for some reason won't stay on her head, but that's fine. Everything's fine. She's wearing a Barbie cheerleader top, and it was given to me by one of my grandmothers, from her personal collection. And so I guess I had two grandmothers that were doll collectors. No big deal. And as I was collecting pull-ups, I had this Barbie, and I was traveling with her, like, here and there, like all my apartments, and living with my parents back and forth. Like, I just ended up opening her because I was tired of, transporting her. But she is very cool, very cute, and I love her. Did I say it? Her name's Ripley. I don't know if I said it. Her name's Ripley. I might say that I love all of my dolls. A lot of my dolls are very special to me in a lot of different ways. But if there was one doll that I had to keep, it would be my Pullip Prunella. She is the coolest doll ever. She was actually in Hannah Montana. I think when it was like Hannah Montana, like Miley Stewart, whatever, got like that room remakeover or something. She was there. Look it up. Hannah Montana Prunella. She was there. I knew her beside that. But she was one of the most popular dolls on Flickr and all of the like pull-up areas. I love her. She was a collaboration with a Japanese fashion company. I'm not even gonna, try to remember it. I'll put it here. But she was a collaboration with them. Her outfit bangs. It's so awesome. I absolutely love her. She is probably, if there was like one doll to doll them all for me, it would probably be her. Even though I really love Nirvana, I guess it would be these two because, oh, this girl is so cool. I do have her meet her full outfit, her stock outfit, and I have her wig and all this stuff, but I customized her with this little bob, and she is so cute. She is the other doll in my collection that has an earring, and she has a little spider earring. This is the choker that came with her and the bag, but everything else is Barbie. And then this is Hout LA's boots. I guess they wear cowboy boots out there. Couldn't have told you that. However, this is her, and she is very cute. What is your name, girl? Tuesday. This is her name. Her name is Tuesday, and I just really love this doll. She is so cool. And I like love this outfit and how like their bodies, the Abitsu bodies on pull-ups just look so good. And pull-up bodies are fine, like I said. They're fine. Um, but there's nothing like an Abitsu pull-up to me, full nostalgia factor. And then I actually have a Bayul and a Dal, and let me go get them and show you guys the last two pull-up line dolls that I have. This is my Prunella's card that I said that I have for a few of my dolls. And this is what she came with originally. I do still have all of her items, but I style her a little bit differently, and she is so cute. This is my Bayul Tate, and essentially, Bayuls are the best friend to Dal, who is Pullip's little sister. There's like a whole family structure over there. So we have my Bayul that I have no idea who she is, but her name is Tate to me, and she has a Leaky World wig on. She has eye chips that I put in her, and I also don't think I did the best job putting her Abitsu on because her head is kind of like floppy, but I feel like I remember that as a kid now that I'm talking about it, and I feel like I put rubber bands around her neck. Like the neck peg inside of her thing to make it tighter. Anyways, hopefully that's not torturous to dolls, but it sounds pretty torturous. She is on a 23 centimeter Obitsu, and this is just very nostalgic for me because I had a Dal growing up, and I originally had her on a 23 centimeter Abitsu, and then I upgraded her to the 25 centimeters, so she'd be a little bit taller. And I don't know this Dal either. I bought her off of Facebook Marketplace, or like a sales group. Anyways, I just say Marketplace for every sale on Facebook. I think somebody honestly customized her, but I could be incorrect on that. I gave her a Leaky World wig, as I do, and she is the only one who is on just the standard body, and she does hold poses very well, but I also just don't move her very often, so I don't know if that's me, but I like to play with my dolls. She is in Angelic Pretty. Pullip did several collaborations with Angelic Pretty, which is a Lolita or EGL brand that I used to collect. And I love this doll. I think that this is Merry Making Party, but I could be so wrong, but I feel like it is because that became one of my Grail outfits once I started, um, getting her and looking for the like pull-up collaborations because I wanted to match a doll. I thought it would be cute. Never happened. Merry Making Party is very expensive. Woo! So, this is my Dal, who is Pullip's little sister, and she is very sweet in this sweet Lolita. I really love my pull-up dolls, and I'm so grateful that they got me back into collecting. Let me know if you took a break from collecting or if you like pull-up dolls. Just if you have any thoughts on anything I shared today, let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you to everyone who supports this channel by subscribing.